Welcome to the Double R Show, the podcast that features everything about North Lincoln County. The Double R Show, directed and produced by Paul Robertson and hosted by the voice of Lincoln City, Roger Robertson.
Welcome to the Double R Show. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
It's getting closer and closer.
Closer and closer all of the time. Double R here along with son Paul. And today on the Double R Show, we'll have an opportunity to talk to Dave Price. And Dave has got a lot of information about the Oregon Coast Community College that is critically important.
Yeah, there's lots of new stuff happening in what we're calling Winter's Turn here on the Double R Show. It's Winter's Turn or Winter's Term. So Dave's going to highlight a lot of stuff's coming out of the Oregon Coast Community College. And we're also going to have
high school. Yeah,
Principal Nick Lupo is going to join us as well. So it's all about education and Winter's Turn as the weather has turned, hopefully for the better, as we move out of this long slog of wet, cold weather we've been having, or wet, warm, maybe more so. But
we'll find out. School is important, and it's critically important. People will listen to this program for the community college and the high school. They will continue right after this.
Woven Legacies is a special sale of kilims, rugs, bags, shoes, jewelry, and home decor made by artisans in Turkey. Sale of these items at the Lincoln City Cultural Center will support the center and also the ongoing care of Julie Reynolds Ocherman. All treasures of Woven Legacies were imported by Julie and her late husband, Sener Ocherman. View the entire display today at the Lincoln City Cultural Center and own a treasure destined to become a family heirloom.
For more than 2 decades, the Oregon Cultural Trust has supported over 1,600 arts, heritage, and humanities nonprofits across the state. Find out how to match your qualifying cultural donations to the Oregon Cultural Trust, increase funding for culture in Oregon, and qualify for up to 100% refund in the form of a tax credit. For details, visit culturaltrust.org.
The Sharks are at it again. With us is Dave Price from the Oregon Coast Community College. And from the chessboard to the nonprofit board service, the pieces are aligned for an enlightened winter. Now it's your move. Good piece.
Well, thank you, Roger. Someone has been reading their Catch the Wave magazine that we mailed out to all Lincoln County residences earlier this month. And yeah, we are excited about our winter term. There's a lot to choose from to keep you warm, keep you active, keep you learning and engaged this winter.
The classes come about how?
Well, it's basically folks like you and producer Paul who step out of the community and say, hey, I'd like to share my skills with the community and my neighbors. And they step out and say, I know a little something about marketing or about knitting, or in the case of my daughter who just taught at the college, a little bit about geology. Mm-hmm. And you just step up and share that. And we provide a venue and we help market the class. And it's really one of the best things we get to do.
It is classes for all types of learners. The older people like myself that can go to some of the classes for free, correct?
We occasionally have free classes. I'm thinking of one that we did in November, which featured Peter Hatch and Lisa Norton from the Confederated Tribes of Siletz Indians. Almost 100, maybe more than 100 people turned out to the Cultural Center to hear their talk about the history of the Siletz tribe. But many of them do have a nominal fee so that we can pay the instructor. And so we try to keep that fee as low as possible. And unlike our credit classes, we don't offer a senior waiver for those fees.
I can say that's the ones that I was thinking of.
You're free to
classes.
take a class like oceanography at Oregon Coast Community College if you're age 60 or better with, and I'm not guessing, Roger, but with...
I made it.
Okay, good. Congratulations. But that waives all of your tuition, although you do have to pay fees and books, which we can explain if you're interested in looking into that.
Now, before we sat down with the interview, you had some things on your plate that you wanted to make certain that we got in.
Well, just a couple quick things. First, I just want to thank the voters in Lincoln County yet again. This was back in May of 24, but you may remember I darkened these podcast doors many times for a couple of years talking about our Center for Trades Education, and I want to let people know that if they drive up to our Newport campus, they will see that we have finished grading the site.
Oh, it is already underway.
We removed the trees, and we've got the gravel down. We've got a protective fence up, and now that the site is going to sit for the rainy season, and it has been rainy.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah. And so we are going to let that site sit until sometime in March, and then we'll be bringing in equipment to do the underlayment and the plumbing and electric and foundation work.
Does it surprise you how quickly this is all coming to pass?
Well, I mean, every week we're in meetings where we're looking at things like, I mean, it's getting exciting. We're looking at color. We're looking at the sides of the walls and what they're going to look like. We're looking at the mass timber that's going to be inside. We're looking at the height of the building. And we are already value engineering because, you know, everything costs twice what we expected it to cost. I mean, anyone who's importing anything knows that, whether it's metal or timber or electronics. And you have to factor that in, and we understood that this was going to be a thing. But, you know, remember, we set our budget back in 2023 when we first took this to the voters. Yeah. So, and the building's going to be spectacular, but we're just having to pinch every penny. And so there's a lot of work going into that. But every meeting we come out inspired and fired up because it's going to be a great learning space.
For that one person that did not hear what the building usage will be,
it's going to be trades education, Roger. We're going to start with a variety of different marine tech or maritime technology and welding courses. We're probably going to have our pre-apprenticeship program in there, which is going to grow markedly with the new space. And that's going to help provide employers, whether that's GP or whether that's, you know, a car repair place here in Lincoln City, with folks, I say GP, I mean the Georgia Pacific Paper Mill in Toledo, with people who are job ready, understand how to use hand tools, understand workplace safety. They've got CPR certification. They can drive a forklift, all these things that right now are really burdening employers and also slowing the earning potential of our students. We're going to take care of that before they leave the building. And then we're going to be doing some really interesting programs in a lot of other areas. And we just secured $1 million in congressionally directed spending from Val Hoyle, who got this through Congress. Thank you, Val, with the support of both our senators. And this is going to help fund those seafood-related technologies. And that could be a lot of things, from our maritime programs, whether that's servicing refrigeration or engines, to a lot more. So it's going to be fun to watch.
Before we let you go, the classes that are forthcoming for the community college and the college credit, talk a little bit about that and how far a student can take themselves before they even go off to OSU, University of...
Oh, yeah.
On and on.
Something else I didn't even write on my list to talk about, Roger. We're bringing a new program to students, Natural Resources, that is going to allow students to graduate after 2 years at Oregon Coast with and enter OSU's College of Forestry as a junior. And what's fascinating about this is it's coming through the Yacona Nature Preserve, supported by Bill and Joanne Barton. And this is going to provide students with 2 years of a natural resources degree that is non-extraction focused, i.e. a conservation focus of natural resources management. And then you enter the Oregon State University College of Forestry, which is more of an extraction historically program. And I think we're going to change the tenor and the flavor of what is done in that college because of this program over the long run. I'm super excited. And so, yes, students can join us at Oregon Coast, and they can graduate, transfer off, and earn and enter a 4-year degree at any Oregon university, usually with a junior status.
I think we'll take a break and we'll come back. We'll talk a little bit more with Dave Price about some of those classes that lead to that college degree. That and more right after this.
I'm Josh Zantello with Zantello Law Group, and we are fortunate to have a number of attorneys in our office that specialize in a variety of law fields. Call our office and set up a free consultation. With our field of experts, you're never alone.
If you're looking for great early garden fresh produce, it's Kenny's IGA in the Bay Area of Lincoln City. 4 generations of Morgans caring for your every grocery need. All of your favorite beverages, a full deli, meat, produce, and of course, groceries. Our guest is Dave Price from Oregon Coast Community College, and recently a former president of the college was recognized and thanked for her many years of service and what she helped accomplish.
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up, Roger. I just want to mention that Brigida Reisling, who was my president for over 10 years at the college, she joined the year after I joined. She got us independently accredited and accomplished a great deal more. We started a lot of new programs. In fact, in 2017, she gave birth to the idea of this community, this Career and Technical Education Center, the OCAT building that we're now under construction almost 10 years later. So she was named President Emerita by the Board of Education, and that is a title that she will be able to maintain for the rest of her life. She'll have an email address, she'll have an official title, she'll have a library card, all the perks, Roger. A library card, can you believe it? And we're just super thrilled. And we held that ceremony at the board meeting held in the newly named Brigida Reisling boardroom at the Newport campus.
I think she becomes the second person to be that title bestowed upon.
Indeed. In fact, the first, President Emeritus Patrick O'Connor showed up for the event.
Very nice. Very nice indeed. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the students in high school going to Oregon Coast Community College and saving themselves thousands of dollars down the road.
Yep. There's two channels to do that. The first is dual credit. Dual credit costs the student nothing. It is taught at the high schools right here at Taft High School in North Lincoln County, as well as the others. And these are taught by talented Taft instructors, and they're supported by faculty at Oregon Coast Community College. And then should a student plow through those options, and many do, they can continue racking up credits by taking early college, which is one class a term, and it is free tuition. Now, books and fees are covered by the students, but then they can take a second course for half tuition. And the exciting news on that front is Georgia Pacific has generously supported this program with a $10,000 contribution that we're going to be able to use to make this program more equitable, so that if you have a student who would like to do early college, has the grades to do early college, but can't afford the textbooks and the fees, that's no longer going to be an issue up to the first 10,000. It's huge because it's been the one hurdle that program has, because the school district can't afford to fund every student that wants to do that. And we can't afford to give that education away. We have to pay our instructor. And now Georgia Pacific is making that doable for a growing number of students, and we're very excited about that.
Which brings me to the next point. Apparently, the community college does have a fund, if you will, that people can contribute money to for scholarships, a scholarship fund, or do you?
We absolutely do. You can visit OregonCoast.edu and just look for the foundation. There's any number of ways you can contribute. And we have one special program that some folks may have seen recently on social media. When I was a business owner here in Lincoln County, I worked with a gentleman named Ron Spiso that many of your listeners may have worked with. Ron was my business advisor through the Great Recession and probably is responsible for my business still surviving today. And he died in 2023, but we've created a fund in his honor called the Lighthouse Fund. And we now have a match by Rob Thompson of Thompson Sanitary in Newport. He's offering up to $10,000, matching every contribution anyone will make through the end of not just this year, but January 26th, to anyone who will donate anything, whether it's $50 or $200 or $500 to the Ron Spiso Fund. And what we're going to use those funds for is to provide emergency assistance for businesses that need just that extra bump. I need to get a certain license. I need to get a certificate. I need to get something that's going to help me grow my business, employ more people right here in Lincoln City. They can come to us, and we might be able to fund that with the Spiso Fund.
As I look at your current catalog
and
flip the page, and the first thing comes up, Winter 26, a number of classes, all sorts of, it's not just general education, or is it general education?
Well, that general core, as a community college in Oregon, we're only allowed to provide 100 and 200 level courses for the most part. We have a couple of exceptions to that, but generally speaking, we are giving you that foundation, those courses that you were going to have to take anyway in Corvallis or Eugene or wherever. And so why not take them here at home, where you can live at home, support your family, keep your job, keep your friends, and make sure that when
stay in high school.
Stay in high school, of course. But then when you're ready to go to university, if that is your path, and you don't have to choose that path, but that you've saved a lot of money and you know exactly what you do like and what you don't like, helping you ensure that you don't take classes that aren't the right fit for you and don't fit your career goals.
So somebody that wants to do that, is there a counselor that they can work with to begin with? What's the process?
Yeah, right here in Lincoln City, you just pop in and you visit with Carol Martin. She is our North Center advisor. She's our student success coach. She spends one day a week at Taft High School, but otherwise she's available in our building, and I highly recommend people talk to her. You can book an appointment anytime, and if you need to make that appointment via Zoom, you can do that too, but you can meet with her in person. I just left her just a few minutes ago to come here. She's at our Lincoln City building, and that's OregonCoast.edu/advising.
So critically important to be on the right track from the get-go.
Totally. There's a student, there's a would-be student I keep bumping into when I'm checking out at McKay's, of all things. And this gentleman keeps seeing my badge I'm always wearing that says Oregon Coast, and I'm always wearing logoed apparel. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to see you there one day. And I said, I'm ready right now. And we've had enough shopping aisle conversations for me to know that I think his hurdle is, like all of us, I can't write a check right now for college. And what students don't understand is, first, you may be Pell eligible. You may not be writing a check for college. Most of our students are Pell eligible. And if you don't know what a Pell grant is, look it up or come talk to Carol. And we can help you get through college, earn that credit, and get your career going to the next level without cash out of pocket in many cases, or in a way that you can afford in other cases. And so that's what I really want to drive home with students like that and potential students like that.
Add to your personal library today with a book from Bob's Beach Books in the Ocean Lake area of Lincoln City. I'm Diana Portwood, and books provide a world of discovery. From science to science fiction, read what you've been missing.
Wouldn't it be great to have all your insurance needs handled by one agency? This is Charlotte Lado with Farmers Insurance and the Insurance Store. Visit our office next to the Wildflower Grill in Lincoln City. Let us be your one stop for your personal, commercial, health, and Medicare insurance needs.
Well, this is the principal at Taft High School, Nick Lupo. And it's not just the high school, it's 7 through 12.
Yeah, high school, middle school, 7th grade through 12th grade.
Okay, Nick, you just finished a presentation here for your junior class. Take a vet to school day. Why?
Yeah, we got approached many years ago, 5 or 6 years ago, about doing the History Channel and Spectrum coming out here. It's one of those emails you get where you're like, should I delete this or not? But it has been a great experience because we have gotten veterans just about every year that they've got a veteran here. And also we get our local politicians here and people to come support. But I think it's just information. I mean, kids don't get sometimes access to go outside of Lincoln City to get information, to get experiences. And so when we can bring experiences here to the school, it's really beneficial to them because they don't get to hear these stories. They don't get to hear them from our veterans. They don't get to hear them from our state representative or our Senate representative. And so I think it's great. Even to hear from Susan Wolke every year is just a great way to showcase what we're doing in the community. Also just give them a little bit of voice and FaceTime with some of our local politicians and our veterans. So
I was really taken by the respect that was shown by the students.
Yeah, they do a good job every year, and to get here and to listen, and again, I think some of the stories they never heard before. So it's good to have them sit back and listen to some of their stories, whether it be from the politics side or from the military side, because that's just interesting to hear about.
We have moved out of fall season to winter, and we look forward in the winter session, if you will, at Taft High School to have 7-12 what?
Well, academically, we end semester in the winter, and so my goal is to have students be successful academically, pass their classes, attend school. I mean, that's the biggest thing, get those experiences here. Athletically, we start basketball, we start swimming, we start wrestling, and so same thing. We want kids to be participating in something, whether it's not athletics. Our drama program is doing a play this winter, and so our music program has shows this winter, and so I want them to be involved in the school. I want them to have access to anything, whether it be sports, academics, or extracurriculars. And so that's my biggest thing for all of them. Be involved.
You had an opportunity to have a little remodel done inside the building.
Yeah, so we have been talking about it for years, and the bond has let us do this. And so our front walkway here in front of the gymnasium has gotten remodeled to have a full concession stand with a window actually that leads into the gym so they can view. And then we've got seven single stall bathrooms right out front there, and they are just awesome. Like it's just great to have the students to go in there and have privacy. People visit the building can come in, they're easy to use, and so we're looking to have that same look be upstairs in our bathrooms upstairs as well. So that's a remodel that's going to happen a couple of years from now to do that. And right now we have the stage being remodeled. So the stage is being remodeled. The curtain is going up, as we're talking right now. Curtain's going to go up. We're going to have new flooring in there, new sound system, new lighting in there, and we're getting some new chairs because we do a lot of different things with the community. People come in and use the facility, and also we have our stuff that we use it for here too.
As you look around your building now, your facility, any needs that you see that you're hoping the community will be able to address?
The bond is a really great thing. They voted for the bond, and that's our next priority, is really getting to spend that bond money on the things that we voted for. And so that's the biggest need at the moment. That's supporting the bond is just a showcase of what they believe in our schools. So that's what I really want them to do. All our bond projects are going to happen over the next 3 to 5 years, and I'm excited to see them take place.
Student population-wise, are we growing? Are we holding steady? Where are we at?
Taft actually has about 30 extra high school students this year. Our middle school is down a little bit, but we're looking to stay about the same. We're about 760, a little bit more than that, and that's up from recent years. So we're not totally declining, we're not totally increasing, but we have a little bit of a extra enrollment.
What kind of involvement can the community do with the high school to help the high school?
Community involvement? Yeah, I think, obviously, anytime a parent or a guardian has a student here in the building, we want them to be involved in the school in any capacity. And so that is the main thing, if you're a parent or a guardian, to be involved in the school, be involved in your students. We have lots of different communication tools and apps that they can use. If I'm a member of the community that does not have a person here, come to the games, come to the plays. I'd love to see them come and join and see the things that kids are doing here. If you want to volunteer, there's processes to do that as well. But I want to see that community kind of keep growing and supporting the school any way they can. Some people do it financially, some people do it with time. And then again, if you're allowed to, come see what the kids showcase here.
There are lots of opportunities and lots of different needs within the facility, within the building, within the classroom, correct?
Oh yeah, always. We're looking at potential budget cuts and things, and always making sure that the money is spent in the right spots, for students. So those needs are always take place every single year, and so we work with Backpacks, Business for Youth, Excellence for Youth. We work for the food bank. We do a lot of different things to connect with different organizations, nonprofits in the city, and those people help us out with food and clothing and backpacks and supplies that we maybe couldn't afford to give some of the students. And then just general things that the teachers need every single day is always a need, and we try to support our teachers with the best stuff.
All right, Kenny, any other item that you would like the community to know that is burning within you?
We turned over only one teacher last year. And so I don't know, I've been here about 12, 13 years within the school district, and I have not done that. And so that is a huge thing to tell the community, we have a lot of great teachers here. We have people who are working here, want to be here in the community. And so we want to keep that culture building. And so to turn over one teacher is awesome.
Northwest Septic Service is your one-stop shop for all your septic needs.
Northwest Septic Service offers pumping, maintenance, repair, and inspections with one call, 541-994-6977.
Buying or selling a home? Northwest Septic Service can inspect your sewer line or an entire septic system.
Old or failing septic system? Northwest Septic Service can rejuvenate most drain fields, saving you thousands of dollars. 541-994-6977.
Serving Lincoln, Tillamook, and Yamhill counties, Northwest Septic Service. Chinook Winds Casino Resort is going to be celebrating in a grand style for the new year.
All through the holiday season, right?
All through the holiday season, but in particular, on the floor right now, you'll see a brand new car. They're going to give away not one, but two. One New Year's Eve, one New Year's Day. These are brand new cars that somebody's going to win.
Wow, cool.
So make certain to put on your party hat and get up to Chinook Winds. Get your name in the box as many times as humanly possible. And, of course, you could always go up there and have a nice dinner. You could have a nice lunch, a beverage of your choice. and just enjoy the celebration, the New Year's celebration at Chinook Winds Casino Resort.
They've got a few games up there too, right?
Got a couple of games, yeah.
Yeah.
You might find something that tickles your fancy.
We were in there the other day and threw a nice tenner at one of those slots there, the big Wheel of Fortune one. I think we got to turn it again to see if we get to the fortune spot, but it was a good time. So yeah,
it is a good time, and the food is good. The staff is wonderful.
Well, yeah, like you had that great event just a few weeks ago there at Chinook Winds with the Angels Ball.
Oh yeah, and it was wonderful.
Prime example of the staff and the food and the space. So yeah, really
it was wonderful to the fact that the staff was so attentive. They weren't on top of you, but they were right there every time you wanted something.
Yeah.
And our thanks to the entire staff at Chinook Winds Casino Resort on behalf of Angels Anonymous for all that they do all year long, but in particular for the Festival of the Trees. We'll be back in just a moment with more about the upcoming events in and around our community.
Home-style cooking in a hometown atmosphere. Hi, I'm Adina from Zeller's Restaurant in Rose Lodge in Lincoln City. Join us daily for good fun and great food. You can even kick up your heels at Zeller's.
And welcome back to the Double R Show. I'd like to draw everybody's attention to the fact of the landslide that happened on Highway 229. This community alert has been sent to us, reminding people to look for debris on the Siletz River, Siletz Bay, and the nearby beaches. If you come across personal items like photos or documents, please report them to the law enforcement department. Provide a description of the item and where it was found. Call the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office non-emergency phone number at 541-265-0777 or the Lincoln City PD non-emergency phone number 541-994-3636. A lot of people lost a lot of stuff, Paul, and this would be our opportunity to help them retrieve, hopefully, some of those treasures that have been lost.
Yeah, it's a really tough time for a lot of families out there, and we wish them the best over this trying time.
Well, we are getting awful close to Christmas. Next week, I believe we're going to have somebody in a red suit.
Oh, good. Did you get a call in from scheduled it with the elves?
I've been told some of the elves and Santa may even make an appearance on the show next week.
Oh, even Santa. Okay, well, that's high grade. Okay. That's a tough time of year to get him. I know that he's quite busy.
Oh, he's hugely busy, but if Dave Price can do it, so can Santa.
Yeah. Dave was sharing a lot of great stuff, too, by the way, with the new programs that they're looking to bring. And he just he noted that natural resource program, that they're working on, it's still in progress, just as an FYI. They're still got a lengthy approval process, but it's just one example of the wonderful things that the college has been working on and putting together over the last few years here now coming up.
And our special thanks as well to the principal at Taft High School, Nick Lupo, for coming on board, bringing us up to date with what's happening up at the high school. And it's good stuff.
Yeah, it's really great stuff. And, like he was saying, go to a game, go to the plays, go enjoy some of the, fine work that people are doing. Stay in contact, just see what's going on at Taft.
And talking about things going on, the Winter 2026 Fun Guide for the Lincoln City Parks and Rec Department has been published. It is out. It is chock full of different activities that people can enjoy during the winter time.
Yeah, because it's winter's turn here.
Winter's turn.
January through March, I think that runs, like you said, jam-packed and just a great publication to get your hands on.
And as Dave was talking about in the program, the Catch the Wave, their winter term program is out as well. So it's your opportunity to take a turn for the better.
Yeah, make your move. There's a chess, you can learn chess on there. There's some board stuff, lots of board stuff we were hearing about. So lots of good things to do and with the community college, both the accredited side as well as just the community ed.
So we'll be back next Christmas Day.
Midnight. We're going to try to get that phone call in with Santa. So hopefully, you can pick up. That'll be good.
Just depends upon how those hot red and green lines are to the North Pole, or he may be out in the stratosphere someplace. So we'll try to catch up with Sana on the program next week. And that'll do it to the Dunes on a Double R show. For Paul and Jenna, I am Double R. Have yourself a happy day and a very Merry Christmas.
Been listening to the Double R Show. Join Roger and Paul Robertson as they explore everything about North Lincoln County. The Double R Show, produced by Always Productions and hosted by Roger Robertson. Have a story? Email contact@alwaysproductions.com or call 458-201-3039. For the Double R Show, I'm Jana Grawn.